Alright, I'm back. It's the next day. Just getting everything cleaned up. And we're going to be ready to drop the heads on after we drop the lifters in. And I'm just wiping up the cylinders and any excess. I've had it soaking just to break down any gunk that I could get it to break down. If you don't have a bottom tap, you can take an old head bolt and cut a groove in it. It's going to do the same thing. Just chasing the threads. You do that each and every one of them. That way when you torque them, you're very consistent. You won't have any issues. Alright, I'm going to do it to all of them. Tap. Clean it. Repeat. That cylinder. It's about the same color as this bolt. So you don't necessarily see it until you clean it back out of that groove. See it on this one good. Yep. Clean that out the groove. On to the next. Time to do the top ones. I do them by hand. I feel like it's a little smoother. Stuff doesn't fall off or jerk it around, fling it off at high speed, because you're going to have some stuff come out of these holes that you don't want going in the engine. But you want to do it. Alright, got all the holes cleaned. Or chased rather, with the towel still in the cylinder. I'm going to flip this over on its side. Upside down rather. I'm going to clean the holes out. Let it fall to the ground. Is what I'm after here. Alright, we're to the point of the fun stuff. We're going to get our red hot out here. The good stuff. The magic stick. I don't know if you can see that, but just making sure there's nothing, no funny business going on inside there. And everything looks good. Nice and clean. So I'm gonna get this thing lubed up and get ready to go to its home right here. This is gonna be your backside. So that'll be going in first. We got some long bolts here, help give us some leverage. We've got some ultra slick. I don't know, my headlamp's on. Yep. All right. I'm going to, I'll go ahead and put my bolts in. Well, I'm not fooling with this. My hands are all jacked up. Just making a handle here. Something to give me a little extra leverage. 2 will probably be just fine, to be honest. Just something to help me hold the end of the camshaft up while we work it in the hole. That should be good. All right, here we go. I'm gonna do this much of it at first. I'm gonna work that in there. Red hot. All right. Nice and easy. Let me back that back out just a little bit. Yeah. Nice and easy. I'm gonna stabilize my hand here on the crank gear. We're gonna work it in. All right, we got her setting in 2 of the bearings here, so I'll go ahead and pull the rest of this thing up. Mark that around. Get it on our cam bearings really good. Plenty of it. All right, here we go to the next set of bearings. Having this little bit of leverage right here is really going to help you out. Just taking our time. All right, to the last set. We're going to be holding up on this. I'm just going to fall out of the other set of bearings back there. Just be nice and easy with it. And send it home. There you go. How about that? Got her backing plate on there so she can't fly out the back end. And that's that. That cam is in there. And spin it. You know, verify you're not bound up. If you forced it in there, you didn't. Which I don't know. We're not replacing cam bearings in this one. I got some videos that I could post on replacing cam bearings, but potentially when you replace the cam bearings, you can screw it up a little bit and they can bind up. Not what you want to do. So just verifying that it still rotates nice and easy. And that's that. We're gonna get cleaned up here a little bit and I'm gonna start getting the retaining plate and everything else on. All right, we got our new cam retainer plate. We got our new Torx head bolts, the sealant already on them. I've already wiped this up once, but I'm gonna do it just one more time here. Still a decent amount. You don't got a lot of meat here. And you don't want to overdo it and break something. Alright, we got that done. Alright. Next set. Tray. Lifters. Like I said, I think it's just a preference thing from, I've always installed them to the front, the hole. I believe the galley runs front to back, so holes coming from the front. Not that that probably technically matters a whole lot, but it's kind of up for debate. But I guess people do them both ways, and we don't really have any issues. So I'm just stick to the way that I always do them, to the front. Haven't had any issues that way yet, so. And now. Alright, this is my last and final wipe with some acetone, real light. Make sure I'm not digging in, leaving lint, or anything sitting on the surface. Everything looks good. We're ready to put some head gaskets on, head bolts. Alright, we're ready for head gaskets and a cylinder head. And some bolts. Head's nice and clean. Just going for the dowels. And rock them up on there. There it is. Alrighty. Purdy. We're going to 22 foot-pounds first. Yep. We'll let them set for just a second. First, I'm going to mark them. This one's a LS3, so all our head bolts are the same size. So, let's put our dowel pins in. Nothing too crazy, just a little, I don't want to damage them. Alright. Head gasket to the front. Already wiped this one again and again. Again. I'm going to keep my greasy little fingers off of the gasket material. And here we go. And dowel pins. Rock that on there. There we go. 22 foot-pounds. But first, we're just going to get them seated. I already started working these, but this video is going to get long. Last one. I'm going to mark them, go to the other side, start doing my degrees. Alright, we're going for our angles. 90 degrees on this first pass. For LS3. 90 degrees. Wait a minute, we're at a 13. I've marked them just in case. Yep. Number one. Number two. Number 7. There you go. Let them chill for a second. We're going to do the other ones, and then we'll do some more. Got all those done, and we're going to be going for our last degree here at 70. In just a minute, I'm going to let these rest for just a second. We'll knock them out. Hit our top ones to 22. And yeah. All right, these are the good ones, 70. This is the ones with the oomph on them. I think the last ones were showing 40 some foot-pounds. This one, the nice thing about this one, once you get done torquing, it shows you where you're at. But yep, let's go for the 70. And I'll tell you how many foot-pounds it ends up on. $62. 75. Or so on a million head studs. It'd be whooped. I'm sweating and I got the air conditioner on. That's it for these, and you can look at the marks and you can verify it. If you mark them, you can completely do your degrees off of marks alone. All right, I'm gonna do the other side. 22 foot-pounds on your little bolts. Oh, I guess I better run them in real quick. Zip them down first. I'm tired. Almost out of storage on this one again, but got a lot of video here. This is a lot of work, so. Yep, we're at least do the assembly. So that's going to be your top dead center mark, but we got to line this up with our cam. So we need to get this on here like so. The cam is pulled back a little bit, but I've already cleaned the holes, so we can pull the cam back to us here. These bolts. I'll just slide one in here for the time being. And top dead center is going to be right there. So we got our 3-bolt cam gear on. We got our HV chain. Chain on. Gears off one tooth. So I'm gonna pull this back off. I'm gonna rotate this one. One little tiny bit right here. Use this to spin my gear. And that's gonna have you in time right there. Now that I got this pulled up, that motor's in time. So I'm gonna put The other 2 bolts in with thread lock, torque one back, this one back out, thread lock it, torque it, slide my guide in here. Got it somewhere around here. Right here. Get it in here. Get it torqued. We'll be good. I'm gonna drop me a couple drops of blue thread locker on these. I've already cleaned the holes out. Hit the bolts here. A little bit of carbon choke. And let that flash off of there real fast. Put some blue Loctite on these bad boys and send them home. And I'll back that one back out as well. Put some on it too, so. I don't want none of these coming back out. Just barely started these. Let's put a couple drops. Don't want to lose parts inside the engine. For sure. We'll get these torqued. On the way. We can move on to something else. Make sure I got them all snug. Then we'll go for the torque. There we go. All right, we got our high volume oil pump. Nice piece. We're gonna get this. So we got that on there. Our OE O-ring was red, so we're gonna be using the red. We're not gonna be changing out the spring because we want high volume. So I'm just gonna torque these down. Get this lined up, get it torqued down. 18 foot-pounds. I'm gonna brake clean them a little bit. Get them dried up. Throw a little blue on there. And you can just shoot them up at the light in the ceiling as well. I've already ran solvent through these just to flush them out. They're kind of tacky. I mean, I don't really see anything on them. But they are pretty tacky. From the factory. Could potentially be something inside of here. That's your main thing you're making sure you don't have no blockage. Because most people probably don't have an engine run stand to verify that all this stuff is pumping fluids like it's supposed to. Put a little dab on here and drop it in the hole. We're just putting a little on the end. Just a little something to make it not raw off the get-go. Make sure you get it in the bucket of the lifter and you're good to go. We do that to all these. Most of the time when you drop them in there, you're gonna hear it, feel it. Just gonna set it there, get it right there. Push it in. And just repeat the process until you get them all in. Just getting a little bit on here. This is how clean the valve cover came off. I didn't even clean it. When I took it off, this is literally how clean it was. Super clean engine. A little bit of oil, this is it. 3/4. Trucker. Here it is. There it is, man. There you go. Huh? All injectors are in. Injectors have been deplugged. Nice. I think it's out. Yeah, I'm about to tweak.
You ready to hear it?
Yeah. Just tell me before you hit it.
Alright. You ready?
Hit it. First start.
Give it a little blip. That's not that crazy.
It's untuned currently, stock map, but just the first fire off.
That's not that crazy. fucking file. Holy shit. Fuck. Well, what you think?
No, I need to cam something now.
Yeah, definitely. Jesus Christ.
God, dude.
Man, that sounds fucking awesome.
Just had a successful first fire of my buddy Joseph's SS. 2015 SS LS3. It's got the BTR red hot cam, CHE trunnions, which if you've been following along, you already know what's in this. We did CHE trunnions, BTR red hot, and then of course the springs and retainers and valve seals and all that jazz. Speed engineering headers. We did 2-inch big tube, long tube headers, X pipe, and yeah, we had a successful first start. Milling, high pressure, high volume oil pump, MSD plugs or plug wires, TR6 plugs, titanium sleeves for the plug wires. And yes, good successful first start. I'm happy, he was happy, sounded good. We don't have a tune yet, but we're gonna get there. But about as successful as a first start as you could ask for. We left the fuel injectors unplugged. Got the motor spinning over a handful of times. So when she fired off, it had oil pressure instantly. We weren't waiting around. No missed plugs, sensors, no check engine lights, no leaks. Yeah, very successful first start. So here in a couple days, well, not a couple days, it's Sunday, 9 o'clock. Next weekend, Joseph's gonna go get married in this thing. And I'm gonna be there, and he better roast them. I think he will. What do y'all think? I'm gonna get it detailed. My camera's gonna go dead, but I've got quite a few videos on this one. But yeah, very successful first start. No leaks. We're just gonna verify that the battery's gonna stay up. It was a little low when we went to fire it off, so we fought with that for a little bit. So I've got it on the charger. What you would want in the first start. Yep, I'm gonna bring her back down. See if we can't get this thing tuned up. Get my boy ready for his wedding. Probably shoot a couple videos tomorrow. Getting it as close as we can to being ready to get out of here. That's about all I got for this one.